Peace and blessings, man. It's hot as hell out there. You hear me? Peace and blessings, man. How's everybody doing, man? Let me tell y'all something, yo. Love and what keeps me going. Um, this shit, man. Love, like I said, man. That's what's gonna keep us going, yo. When the thing I've learned in life, it ain't. I was having this conversation with who was it? I think it was with. I think it was a female on a different app. And I was trying to get her to understand that I don't give a fuck what you call yourself, Christian, Muslim, whatever, whatever you call yourself. A father, a friend, a gangster, thug, hoodlum, whatever you want to call yourself, a nigga, a man, whatever. It ain't your words that people will believe, it's your actions. So you can come up here all day, like I told the person, talk about how much Christian you are and how godly you are and how much like that. But I notice when people get you in your feelings, you're not that holy. When people get you out of character, and when it's time to show your real humbleness and your change and all this stuff like that, I don't see it. So on a good day, yeah, you are God like Christian and humble. But when somebody talks about you or say something about you, all that's out the window. So are you really what you say you are, or are you trying to get people to believe what you want to be? So it's like, okay, I'm a gangster. Okay, you're a gangster. But why is it when it's always gangster stuff going on, you're never around it? You know what I mean? So I can tell you it's gangster because every time it was some bullshit going on, you always in it. That's it. It's like gangster shit, huh? So it's different, right? So that's with anybody. So your words don't let me know who you are. Man, they're just tell me how smart you are, how much you probably learned, and how much you got common sense, and stuff like that. But your actions, now that's what I look at. You know what I mean? Because they say your actions speak louder than words. So when you say I'm a real nigga, or I'm a good dude, or I'm this, I mean you can say that, but it's gonna be times where you're gonna be in your emotions and you ain't gonna be that. You see what I'm saying? So that's when it really matters. Not when you're being good when you're good, it's when you being good when you're bad. That's when it matters. How many times you fucking piss, mad, or want to do something and you still be humble? Still be a good person, still do this, still that's when it matters. Not when you're feeling good, because you're gonna do based on how you feel. Okay, you're feeling good, you're gonna do good. Okay. But how about when you wake up and you feel like shit and you feel like killing yourself or you feel like hurting, whatever you feel like doing, anybody that go through problems, because this is what I don't like. These new niggas. Everybody is fucking perfect. Everybody is doing good. Everybody's doing, man, you ain't fucking doing good. How can you be doing good with no information? How can you be doing good with no information? This is what I mean by information. Yo, did you know that they got a program right now that'll get you 15,000 off of seven, and all it takes is 30 days. I can show you how to do it, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you 7,000. I'm gonna show you the 15,000 that I got back. That's wow. Oh shit. Damn, I can use that. I can do that. That's cool. I need that. That's information. And you know what it is? People got a lot of problems, but no solutions. People got mad problems. You make more money off YouTube, off solutions. How to fix a car, how to fix this, how to fix this, how to fix that, how to deal with sleep, how to do this, how to do it. You make more money off solutions. But you know what people come up here with they fucking problems. And then expect to get solutions from fans. No, because they fucked up too. They just ain't thorough enough or real enough to show it. They fucked up too. That's why they watching. Because they ain't got nothing else to do. They could be doing something. I ain't watching this shit. I'm gonna do something more constructible. Or I'm gonna do something that has more, you know what I mean? No, you right here too, watching all the negative and so, but then you say, I'm not part of that. How you not part of it when you always part of it? Every time something negative go on, you part of it. But you're not part of it though, because you're not showing people your that's like watching like fucking like some nasty ass porn, but you're when people catch somebody else doing it, you will say, damn, that's fucked up. They should be killed or something. You're only talking shit about them because what they did, they got caught for. You ain't get caught for the shit you did. So you have the right, I guess, to talk about somebody else wrong because you didn't get pulled up or judged for the wrong you did. It's cool because you know who judged you more than anybody else? You. You gotta live with that shit more than anybody else. You gotta wake yourself in the mirror and lie to yourself just to believe in yourself. That's the fucked up part. You gotta lie to yourself because you know what's there. That's like a motherfucker taking their clothes off, getting butt naked, and know their body ain't shit, but they'll lie to themselves and say, "Well, at least I got money." Motherfucker, that has nothing to do with your body. You know you trying to hide your body flaws with something that no people might fall in love with. You know you ain't shit, but if you put your money over top of it, that's what they'll fall for. You know why? Because the money is more real than you. The money is real. You're not. The money is real. So if you show me some money, okay, that's real. I know that's not, I can't get it. But you're fake. Because no, I know it wasn't fake. I'm talking about just a person in general. You know, I know you fake because without the money, you couldn't be real. The money make you real. That's what make you real, because the money's real. But without money, you ain't real. I know a lot of niggas right now that has no money, broke, fucked up. Real motherfuckers. They just in a fucked up situation. But I know motherfuckers right now, they got 3 cars, a nice crib, and ain't shit. They just learn how to make some money. You know why? Because making money made them more real. Imagine this, right? Imagine a motherfucker that wear bullshit clothes, right? And never get attention. And then they start wearing Louis Vuitton and Versace and shit like that, and Gucci and fucking on, and they start getting attention. They're gonna work hard to keep that attention going because they never had it. They never had attention like that. They never really had like people breaking their neck and doing it. They never had that. Man, we been getting that shit since we was young. We been fly since we was young. Yo, we was always the cool kids. We wasn't niggas that was trying to be cool. I'm gonna tell you the difference between cool kids and niggas that try to be cool. The cool kids always don't have to do anything, but everybody want to follow them. The nigga that want to be cool, he tries so hard to be cool, but he don't really got that many followers. Word up. We wasn't trying to be cool, but we knew we was cool because everybody was trying to be cool with us. So it was like, yo, it could be just me and my mans. And after a while, niggas want to join, niggas want to chill, niggas. We wasn't asking nobody else to chill with us. We wasn't looking outside. Niggas, we wasn't doing that, but niggas want to chill with us because we was the cool motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? But the other motherfucker, he was trying so hard to prove he was cool. Look how cool I am. Look what cool shit I'm doing. Look how cool I am. Look what cool shit I'm doing. And motherfuckers like, yo, man, that's mad cool shit, but you not cool. You doing cool shit, but you're not cool. Like, the shit that you doing, I love it. It's cool as hell. I would love to go there. I would love to do that. But I just wouldn't want to do that with you. Because you're not cool. You see what I'm saying? That's how some niggas are. That's how some females are. That's just how people are. You got some motherfuckers right now that'll be your friend just so they can hear your secrets. Just so they can know, yo, bro, this, and bro, that, bro, this. Just to hear your problems. And soon as they hear your problems, hear your shit like that, they have that one up on you. They can't wait to fucking to go at you because they can put all this shit on the streets. They want to do that shit anyway. So is it not okay to aspire to have more? Hell yeah. That depends on a person. Everybody just should be wanting to have more. My daughter's never shut this damn door. Everybody should want to have more. Depends on what you want to have. Some people want to have more conscious, common sense, financial. Some people want to have more kids. Some people want to have whatever you want to thrive for. If that's what you want, if that's going to make you a better person to thrive for. And whatever you want more of because it's making you a better person, so you want to be more of a better person, then strive. I want to be more of a better man. I want to be more of a family man. Let me have more kids. Let me be more of a cooker. Let me learn how to cook more. Let me buy more food and vegetables so I can learn how to do anything you want to learn or you want to do, you should get more of it. Shit, I want to learn about God. Let me get more books about him. Shit, I don't want just not the Bible. Shit, I want to learn more because I love it more. You know what I mean? The more you love, the more you learn. So you see what I'm saying? Because someone was not cool as a teenager, because someone's not cool, man, that's a personal problem. When sometimes I'm gonna tell you what I notice now. Nowadays, this is the difference. And I'm not here to change it, but I definitely observe it. When I was growing up, nigga, you was a fucking nerd. That's it. If you was smart or shit like that, I was a product of that. When you raise your hand too much in class, you a nerd, man. Like, yo, this nigga won't be smart as shit. He won't be all smart as shit. What, Faith? What? What you want? All right, go ahead. You see what I'm saying? So when I was in school, nowadays, I'm gonna tell you the difference is now. I'm gonna tell you the difference is. Nowadays, if a man is smart, he's a good man. What the fuck? He's just a smart dude. That's all. Like, he's not a good man because he's smart. That's the difference now. The difference now, everybody want to be a nerd because that simplifies. Oh, he's not in the streets. Oh, he's a good man. This nigga watch kids porn. This motherfucker, he's a disobedient. He talks about his mom. He bashes women. He does this, but he's smart. He's smart. So we look at that. Oh shit, he's smart. That nigga smart as hell. That don't mean shit. The smarter he is, the more better he could probably play your ass. Word, see, this is the difference. Back in the day, if you was a nerd, that's what the fuck you were. You wasn't trying to be it. You didn't want to be it. That's who you were. You was willing to get fucking dog talked about. Remember back in the day, Gothic came out? People rocking Gothic, people rocking black nails and shit like that. We looked at them like, yo, them niggas is weird as hell. The fuck they doing that shit? We didn't do it. We didn't talk shit about it. We just didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? We just didn't like sit there all day like, yo, look at them. We didn't come up with names. We don't have names for them. Like, we don't have a group of hate group about them. We don't have nothing. We just probably didn't understand this. So we was like, yo, what the fuck? They were all blacks. They must worship the devil or something like that. That's the only thing we knew. We didn't know nothing else. You know what I mean? Because we grew up mostly in Christian families, right? Or spiritual family, Catholic, Baptist, whatever like that, right? So you see a person dressing all black, you think darkness. So you think, oh, the motherfuckers are some shit, right? Nowadays, you see regular niggas rocking black paint on their nails. Then dudes start wearing choker. Damn Jones, remember the Extension? No recipes. Don't cry. He got some change. Hey, they started doing it as a fashion. The shit niggas was doing because that's who they were. Dudes is doing that now just for attention. That's the difference. That's the difference. So now when you a black man that's smart and nerdy, shit like that, you're like, nigga, you just doing that because that's what the wave is. All people want a smart dude that's conscious, brother. Peace and blessings, grand rising. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you was not doing that in 97 and 96. Nigga, you was out there selling coke to your mother. You wasn't like that. But now you're just jumping on the wave. You're just jumping. Because if the 97 was still like this, you'd be doing the same shit everybody was doing. So that showed me you have no mind of your own. That showed me you just follow the trend. So now that all these niggas is conscious, I'm aware, I'm awoke. I'm just like that. That's cool. But nigga, I always was woke. I've always been a leader. I've always been woke. I just was awoke in the streets. It's the difference. I'm awoke now with the conscious a little bit more because I learned more as I went older. But these new dudes, they just be conscious. That's the wave. And female fall in love. Man, look, if you're niggas rocking all type of, man, we wasn't even rocking that shit. Crystals and shit like that. Niggas don't even know what that shit is. Like, niggas don't even know what they learning now because that bags bitches. And look, niggas ain't trying to open up no crystal shop. Niggas ain't trying to do none of that shit. Niggas do that shit because it's the presentation. It looks conscious. They look like they aware. So they look a certain way. Niggas ain't rocking the Muslim garbs and shit like that. My niggas ain't doing all that shit because that takes away from their style, takes away from their image. So when they keep the street look, but rock a little bit of conscious shit to make it look good. Come on, man. We see that shit, man. We ain't stupid. We know, nigga. Like, we see. I've watched niggas. First of all, how the fuck you conscious talking about niggas? How you conscious talking about your people? That's what makes you conscious. You conscious about your people. So how you talking about the people you're? I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Fifth said too much and said to put them on your kids. That Frisk said what Grizz said, whatever that girl stuff insulate you. And Salt. And Salt you and Grizz. Keep up the work. He said you guys were going to rob someone when you're supposed to be positive, like police talk. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. That shit was so fucking. Why are we talking about something that happened last year? That shit is old. Why bring up new demons when we already got the demons that's fucking here gonna be for us tomorrow? I'm not trying to face. Why would I go back and talk about something that wasn't irrelevant? For real. That shit didn't mean nothing. It wasn't really irrelevant. Me, Fifth, and Grizz went out. Everything went like it's supposed to happen. That's it. Nothing was wrong. Nothing was like that. People caught feelings. Okay, it's over with now. Move on. Like men do. Move on. Shoot the fade, or we move on. That's it. And then I'm the type of person like this. If we shoot the fade, I definitely got to put it on fucking Facebook. I mean YouTube. I definitely got to show. We put everything else out that motherfucker. Why not put the fade out there too? Fuck it. That's how I look at it. Shit, if motherfuckers put everything else out there, you might as well put the fade out there too. You know what I mean? Fuck it, that's how I look at it. You see what I'm saying? I just look at it as weird while men is being, while we digging in shit that has that's irrelevant, man. Faith, what you want? Why you keep coming to the car? Why you keep coming to the car? It's cold in here. Yeah, but is you staying in or you going out there? You know what I mean? So that's how I be on it, man. I don't got no time for that. Make sure you shut the door too, because you keep leaving it open. See? You know what I mean? So I don't get into all that, man. That's not my thing, man. Gotta keep checking my blood pressure and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Checking my thing. I don't be into all that, man. I don't be into all that, man. Like I feel like I've been through too much street stuff to know what to supposed to be doing right or wrong. First of all, we talking too much on here. And I'm gonna tell you something, a lot of shit that was going on, all that shit ain't true. All that shit ain't true. All that shit is not true. That's just all people personal perception. Grizz's perception is not the truth. My perception is not the truth. Fifth perception is not the truth. We just all have our perception of what we think or what we feel we thought was. I mean, that shit ain't true. That's why I'm trying to get in my feelings, yo. Because that shit get you fucked up. You get in your feelings, that shit get you hurt, yo. Because you in your feelings, you're not thinking with no common sense. You think with common sense, you won't be thinking so stupid and irrational. But you know us, we think with our pride and our penis, and that's what makes us messed up as men, yo. You know what I mean? That's not the right way to go. Instead of saying, yo, man, I apologize or whatever, like, we ain't got to say we apologize. Ain't nothing to apologize about. We just got to say, yo, man, it wasn't even like that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Just keep pushing from that. You ain't got to chill with me. We wasn't chilling in the beginning. So why we think that long, like, we lost a relationship? We didn't even lose, like, we wasn't even chilling with each other to lose anything. Like, real shit, like, it wasn't even that serious to me. You just put people on. Yo, bro, look, dig this. You got to watch it. Because I'm going to tell you something. If a nigga come back and tell me, hey, yo, this nigga, blah, 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 I don't appreciate that shit. I don't move like that. So I'm going to tell another nigga, like, yo, bro, you got to talk to a boy. Like, like, nah, like, you got to talk to him before this shit get to the, you know what I mean? Before this shit get hectic, you know what I mean? And some people like, nah, I ain't gonna talk to nobody. I'm just gonna leave that shit alone. Just not fuck with old boy. All right, you know what I mean? But if I'm chilling with a nigga, like me and you chilling, right? And you take me on a dummy mission or some shit, right? And I come back like, man, I ain't fucking with this nigga. This nigga had me on a dummy mission. This nigga doing mad dumb shit, mad weird shit. I'm like, hold on, my nigga. You don't even know us like that. You don't even know, like, we don't know none of each other like that, nigga. We all new to each other and shit like that. So that's not how to wait, because that can lead to something different. Like, because I don't know how another nigga might take that. Like, you never, and then some niggas like, I don't give a fuck how niggas take it. Nigga, oh my God, y'all beat a nigga up. All this crazy. I'm like, nah, you're not even thinking. You're not even thinking. I got a gun on me. Just saying, like, not saying that's true. I'm just saying it can happen. Like, this nigga don't even know. That nigga got a gun on him. He ready to, nah, you're not even thinking. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't with none of that shit. You going off your emotion. Nah, stay away from that shit. Because emotion make you talk too much. Because you feel like you got something to prove because you're in your emotions. Nah, you ain't got nothing to prove. You know who the fuck you are. You know what you do, man. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. At the end of the day, if you're a good nigga, you're a good nigga. You ain't got to prove that shit to nobody, bro. But to the maker that made you. But you know, people want to prove their point to make themselves don't look like they who they say they are, who they look like. Can I tell you something? I can tell you whatever I want you to believe, but the people gonna see it for themselves. I can tell you right now, I ain't an abuser. A lot of these men on YouTube aren't men. I don't think they trying to be either. I think a lot of men on YouTube just want to be males. They don't want to be men. A lot of people on YouTube are just so comfortable being a male, they don't know what it'd be like to be a man. See, the thing about it is, a man they think just works. I know killers that work. I know dudes that's alcoholics that work and beat their wife up. I know dudes that curse their kids out and they got to work. I know dudes right now that spend most of their money on Backpage or some other stuff and they work. So having a job makes you nobody. That just makes you a good listener. Yeah, you can listen very well. You can take orders. That's all it makes for a long period of time that you can work for somebody else. That's all it shows. It don't show you're better than nobody or worse than nobody. Doesn't matter. It doesn't. Who cares? As long as you're doing what it takes to feed your family and you're doing what it takes to do that, that's a man to me is a person that's loyal, morals, and a real strong character and love. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna take a lot of love for you to be a good father. It's gonna take a lot of love for you to be understanding. It's gonna take a lot of love for you to be committed. It's gonna take a lot of love for you to be humble. So when you're loving and you have morals and you're willing to support your family by any means, that's a good man. I know dudes right now that sell drugs and they're trying to do the best they can, but they're good dads. They never missed a birthday party. Their kids never missed this. They're trying to do the best they can as fathers. They just choose the wrong way to provide for them. I'm not here to tell them how to provide for your kid. I'm not here to tell you how to raise your kid. That's not my job. I'm just hopefully you can find a better way to provide for them so they can have a better outlook of what they can probably. But I know a lot of dudes right now that's boxers, that's famous, that their mom was on crack. So you can't say, oh yeah, your mom's a crackhead, so you're gonna. I know a lot of dudes right now that played in the NBA and their mom was on drugs and they had no dad. So you can't say that situation makes you. Sometimes it can make you a better person or turn you into a worse person. It depends on who you are as a person. You know what I mean? It just depends on how your soul is. You know what I mean? Some people right now they got a lot of good knowledge, but they got a lot of hate in them. You know what I mean? So the knowledge come off good, but the hate inside them always makes people get away from them. You know what I mean? I can see people right now that got a lot of anger on them from their dad not being around, for their dad not being in their life, or them never saying nobody loved you or nobody ever cared. You never did a good job. You know what I mean? So I can tell how that affects you as a man. As a man that hurted you, nobody ever told you. So now what happens is any female that you fall in love with that tell you you're doing a good job and you're doing this, you're gonna stay with them. You're gonna say I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill for them because that's the only person that ever held you up or made you feel like a bigger person or a good man. So you're gonna ride or die for that person, even though she a thought, even though she a whore, but it doesn't matter. It's because how much faith and love she gave you to make you feel like something. And nobody never made you feel that way. So you fell in love with the wrong person, but it happens. You know what I mean? People do it all the time. So when you come from a strong background of love, sometimes you don't look for a strong love in a person because you know you got your family to support you, even though you don't find nobody. But nobody will be alone. Sometimes you want to. I mean, but you know what I'm talking about. You. But what's an example of hate that you're referring to? Hate means that people say they like you never see a person like they do things for people just to throw it out there that they did it because they didn't want to do it for love. They want to do it for attention. You know how some people say, yo, they got mad love for somebody, and then when they walk away, they talk about them. You ever seen a person right now that'll say, yo, I got 15 hours? They're like, yo, it's crazy. I got 20. They're always trying to be better than you and everything. Always trying to voice their opinion. Always trying to like brag. And what I always told like the flyest nigga in the room is always the quiet niggas in the room. You know what I mean? Because your money talks for you. You don't got to talk for your money. You know what I mean? So it's just how it is. You know what I mean? So that hate comes from it comes from like pride almost, like a person want to because they don't like their self enough to not put a label on it. Like I'm a good person. That's it. Like I'm a loving person. I'm this. I'm this. It's not that. It's like man, I got money. I got so they put the material things on them to cover up who they really are. And if they showed you who they really are, you probably wouldn't like them. Or they're probably a little baby. you're crying in the corner somewhere, but they show you that they are men, tough men, but really in their soul, they little ass babies, man, crying inside because they dad never told them they love them. They dad never, and they'll tell you, you can tell by a person anger. I don't give a fuck about my dad. My dad was never there for me. Yeah, you could tell, man. He still hold that shit there. I mean, but it is what it is. I respect it. You're right. You're right. Fifth doing much talking on here and trying to get you guys indicted. Man, I don't know why. See, the whole thing about this has nothing to do with Fifth. Like y'all talking about, first of all, Fifth is not a bad person. Fifth is a good dude, man. Y'all talking about like he's a bad person. Fifth is a good dude. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Behind the scenes, yo, every time Fifth hit my phone, it was for something positive. 99.90% of the time. No bullshit. No bullshit. I'm not lying. Because he's trying to be on a positive mentality. So he's trying to build with other brothers that's on that because maybe it's a so he's trying to get that because there's not a lot of people that's going to be open-minded or earful to that type of stuff. So when you got a person that's willing to listen to you and your mindset of how I think, that's what makes a person feel like they can be comfortable opening up to you. So I didn't feel like, I felt comfortable. Like, you know what I mean? He's not, I mean, whatever. It's just sometimes when we all get together or we all get in a situation or something like that, sometimes we come off with that street shit and it takes away from the conscious shit. But it doesn't really take away because we wasn't trying to be on the conscious community anyway. We were just trying to be men that were trying to be better than what we used to be. But the thing about it is, it did, see, this is the thing, it didn't go bad. Like I'm not saying, look, all right, look, when that shit went down, whatever went down, because I can keep repeating it, it wasn't enough to start a war over. It wasn't enough to start a fight over. It wasn't enough to start a beef over. Because we didn't have enough relationship or love for each other to have that animosity against each other. You know what I mean? It was just a understanding. I reached my goal. Look, my goal reached. For what? I don't know. 7,000 steps. But I ain't make no steps here. I'm just saying they just must. I don't know. But yeah. So it wasn't that serious. So for us to try to make something off it, I think we're just trying to make content over nothing. I think it wasn't nothing to be. It wasn't serious, yo. I've seen worse. I've heard worse. I heard people talk about each other, kids, mother, brother, sister, niece, and nephew, and then we're not bringing that up after a year later. So why we bring up something petty like this after a year later? You need to lift each other, not beef. And he's saying Grizz is sex, money, murder, and family stuff and drugs. You guys so-called had like why us? It's so personal for Phil. I don't think it's personal. I think it's content. It ain't personal. Like, yo, we all, when we come up on here, we're somebody outside of YouTube. Some of us gangbangers. Not saying that's what we are, but the life that we chose when we was young, we're not in that. You don't see us at meetings wearing red. You don't see us wearing red bandanas, stuff like that. But when we was young, you got some white dudes that's in Hell Angels that used to be, but they're not in no more. They're construction workers and they're doing like that, but they'll still tell you stories about them being Hell Angels. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? When you got white dudes that used to be skinheads and now they might see them with their hair grown, but when they're 40s and in their 40s right now. But back in the 20s, there was, you know what I mean? They was held. It was doing the Nazis. Then you got black people that was in gangbanging, Crip or Blood, but they realized what they was doing to people was a bad thing, so they try to change to give it. So who can a person tell you about their past? You know what I mean? Like it's just weird. That's why you supposed to mind your business. That's why you supposed to mind your business. Because when you don't mind your business, you start putting somebody else's business in your mind. So mind your business because you don't want to put nobody else's business in your mind. So mind your business. Put your business in your mind. Don't put somebody else's business in your mind because that'll distract you from what you need to be doing. You see what I'm saying? From your business. So what I do is I try not to get in tune with that. Look, if a person say, yo, I'm conscious, yo, I'm gonna tell you some shit. I ain't gonna put people in there. I know YouTubers right now that get high. I ain't gonna talk about it. I know YouTubers right now, and there's more than one of them that get high. And they ain't on weed. You hear me? I know more than one YouTuber that get high, and y'all would never know it. Is that my business? No, no. Does that make me take away from his consciousness or his smartness? No, no. Everybody got their choice. Everybody got their thing. Do your thing. As long as that don't come between are loyal to you or something like that, you know what I mean? You can handle your thing, whatever like that. This is what it is. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. I mean, it ain't. I mean, grown men acting like adolescents. Grown men acting like adolescents is quite embarrassing. Man, to be age don't have nothing to do with maturity. Some people, I know people right now that's 17, 18 years old that's more mature than men that's 32, 33, because it just come with the person. Some people just, every since they was young, you're like, damn, that motherfucker act like just old soul. The people say old soul, but that's just how people are. Some people just mature by age. To be honest, if I didn't tell you I was 36, you would still think I'm 27. Because sometimes my immaturity shows in my energy. So since my energy is immature, you see it in my age. So when you see some people that's very mature, you can see them, they look older. For like, man, you 33. No, I'm only 23. God, you ain't 30, you ain't 23. You look older. No, because he acts older. His energy is older. So it makes him come off older. Me, I'm young, I'm hyper, I'm do. So some people say that's immature. I'm just using that as whatever or whatever. So I'm using that for a broad audience can understand that. But it is what it is, man. That don't change, whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. But in the day, man, I can't be on too long. I gotta make some moves. I love y'all, man. Stay the way. So anyway, I'm gonna go back live. I'm gonna do this little thing right quick with the wife and kids. I'm gonna be back on here, man. Love y'all, man. There's no beef. Um, I got love for Fifth. I got love for Grizz. I got love for French Dose. I got love for everybody, man, because love is understanding. When you don't understand nobody, you don't love them no more. So I just leave it out the way. You see what I'm saying? But you know me, live, love, and learn. Life is a journey, not a destination. And the streets ain't made for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks, man. And live, love, and learn, and love more and judge less. You see what I'm saying? But I'm out of here, man.